Hello, my name is Evie Kopians. I'm from the Flanders Marine Institute in Ostend, Belgium, and I'm here to present a lesson plan on ocean medicines and the blue gym. Now, this lesson plan has been developed for students of the age of 15 and plus, and it takes about 1 or 2 hours depending on which activities you choose from this lesson plan. Now, let's have a look. The lesson plan has, of course, two aims. First is to understand that the ocean is a source of food products and medicines. And the second thing we will try is to let students understand how the ocean contributes to our physical and mental health. First part, we first have an introduction on ocean resources in general. We ask a question to the students on what resources do they think the ocean offers to humans. Now, mostly I think what I get from an answer is that the ocean offers seafood, and kind of stops there. So I have a text here that you can present to the students. It's called Inextricably Connected to the Sea. It's a text that describes a day in your life, starting from 7 a.m. and finishing at 10 o'clock in the evening, where the ocean connects to your life. Now, students can find in this text a lot of more resources, and they can write it maybe on the blackboard or whiteboard. So you have a bit of an overview of the resources that the ocean offers us. Okay, let's go to the second part of the lesson. I forgot that you could also maybe explain a bit about biotechnology, because this term is probably not known by the students. Voila. First, we have the Sea Shopping Quest. There, students will look at products from the supermarket that have that come from the sea, or have components that come from the sea. You might want to start with introducing a few concepts, such as explaining the term primary foods and processed foods. Here is an example of a teacher who did this. She showed a picture of things that you have on the breakfast table, and she let students choose which one is primary, which one is processed. Then you might also want to explain what food supplements are and what additives are, or the E-numbers that you can find on the ingredients label on the back of a product. Okay, now students know these concepts, and then you can start. So, there are two activities that you can do. First activity is that you bring the products from the sea yourself to the classroom, and you put them on the table. You can maybe label them on the bottom of the product and put there the component on, or say that it's come from the ocean or not. So students can look at these products. They cannot touch them, and they have to also look at the working sheet and identify which products come from the ocean or not. That's the first exercise you can do. You can let students either look on the internet to do some additional research on the components, and they can make a poster of a couple products. Another activity that you can do is a bit more advanced, is you can send students to the supermarket on a sea shopping quest. I have a small video of one of the students who did this, and she had a look at a couple products. She made a movie about it, so you can do that as well. In the lesson plan there are many examples, and here are also a couple pictures. Of course, among the primary products there are many things that come from the ocean in the seafood department, so that's pretty easy for students to find. Then you have in the section with cans, you find plenty of salmon, tuna and so on in these cans, but there's also, as you can see below here, things that are dried or salted. So that's the easy part. Secondly, let them look at products that have the supplement omega-3 in it. Omega-3 is derived from fatty fish species or krill. You can buy it as a supplement, or here it's added to products such as cornflakes, butter, milk and eggs. Omega-3 is also added to cat and dog food. Voila. Another very important ingredient is salt. Salt is used in more than 14,000 ways. Especially, we use it for cooking, but also it's used as a preservative in a lot of foods, products. You can find it also in the cleaning department and the beauty department. Then you have the E numbers. Among the E numbers that come from algae is the E number 401. Sodium alginate, which is found in ice creams, beer, sausages, marmalade, yogurt and just pre-prepared dishes. Then you have the E number 406, agar-agar, which is a substitute for animal gelatine. You can find it in plenty of desserts or soups. Another one, an E number pretty similar, is the E number 407, carrageenan, found in many food products to thicken and stabilize it. A more dangerous E number, 621, monosodium. Another product that comes from a component that comes from the sea is silica. The third part of the lesson is on marine medicines. Now, marine medicines is not an easy topic to teach, but you can try it. The ocean is a home to a vast variety of organ. What we did was send students in a group of 2 or 3 students to the pharmacist and let them discuss with the pharmacist which products he has that come from the ocean. It's quite an exercise for the pharmacist himself, so he has to look things up. If he cooperates, then students can work out a poster on a couple medicines that he finds. Another activity, if you don't have time to send students to a pharmacist, is you show pictures of marine species and print boxes of medicines or show pictures of medicines. You let them match the medicine with the marine species. I have put a couple examples in the lesson plan, such as here the sea squirt, which has a component which fights cancer. Sponges, there's more than 7,000 species of sponges with unique characteristics that are used in anti-cancer medicines, but also in antiviral agents, as an antiviral agent, such as here. And there's some chronic painkillers from the brand Prialt here, that comes from the cone snail. Something that's in everybody's cupboard, Gaviscon, or something to ease the stomach. It's actually produced with the E number 401, the alginate, that comes from the seaweed. Among the cosmetics, there are 2 interesting components, apart from algae in general. That's first squalene, which is derived from deep sea shark liver. It has a interesting oil that can be used in anti-aging products. And there's also another one is algoric acid or macroalgae oil, which are used and creams to improve your skin, to moisturize it, and to protect it from oxidative stress or damage. Now, up to the last part of the lesson. This on the ocean and our physical and mental health. Now, we kind of all experience how the sea affects our mood, our thinking, how we feel relaxed at the ocean, we smell the healthy air, we have a sense of openness when we look at the sea or feel freedom, or yet we just love looking at the ocean. We get attracted by the sea. So the special effect that it has on us is something that we cannot explain. It's personal. So what we will try to do is, as an activity, we will let students let them find a picture which resembles their connection to the ocean, and how they experience the blue gym effect. So they find a picture and they write on the back why that is. So this picture can be something from your childhood memories, or you just love having fun at the beach with friends. Visiting the aquarium gives you this special feeling, or when you go fishing with your dad, you've been sailing, anything. Maybe you get a kick out of water sports. They can put any picture on there that they want. And it would be very great if we can have those postcards that you can send them to us, to the Sea Change project. That would be neat. Okay, so that's something, an activity that you can do to tell something more about how the ocean affects our mental and physical health. I would strongly advise you to have a look at the fact sheets that gives you some background on all these topics, the things that I didn't say now. So I just kind of explained what you can do with it in the classroom, but on these fact sheets you have all the theory and a lot of literature that you can look up. There's a couple other interesting lesson resources you can find on the net. There's not many, but I would strongly advise you to have a look at them. That's one from NOAA, National Geographic, and the Earth Day Network. So, thank you for listening.